is for the people that are in here that are just brand new trying to get into this business. You don't want to work for somebody because you want to quote unquote be your own boss. And so going down that path, you're going to waste a year, 2 years, 3 years of your life trying to get into this business. Not everybody, right? Some people like you and me and probably a good 30% of the audience, you get it right away because you might have the right personality. You might have the resources, the right mindset, a buddy that's already in the business that gives you a leg up, those types of things. And if you have that, great. But what about the other 70% of people? Like if you're missing those things, sometimes the best thing to do is just get into the business, leverage somebody else's risk, right? So you don't have to have any risk.
There's a book that I've read it multiple times now, but I think it was in T. Harv Eker's book, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. He talks about a story. He called it Getting into the Corridor. And he's like, if you really want to learn a business or you really want to do a business, go work in a business. Go work for that type of business that you want to start. And the story he told was he thought he wanted to get into the pie business and, have a franchise pie store, I think it was. And he's like, I literally went and swept floors and, worked the cashier at a pie baking company. And I learned the different things that were going on in there. And then it actually made me realize that I hated it so much that I would never want to own it. And the general manager there was showing me that they were barely making any money. So I'm like, maybe I don't want to do that. But that kind of always stuck with me as far as not the lesson of get out of the thing you're trying, but to get into the corridor, not being scared to just go get involved with something that's already existing so that you can learn the thing just being around the environment. So you're just diving right into it versus you out here on YouTube University and just kind of, squirrely figuring it out on your own.
If you're having a hard time in this business breaking in, Cody's advice from T. Harv Eker, genius advice. This is get inside somebody else's business, get inside, leverage their systems, their cold callers, their CRM, their computers, their office rent, right? A lot of people that don't know this, but when you run an acquisition model, which means we cold call, we text, we do all the marketing, we get a hold of motivated sellers. Those motivated sellers are on the phone with us. We buy both cash and creative. We do fix and flip. We do all this stuff. If you add up all the commissions and the rent and all the things, it's probably $35,000 to $40,000 a month. So when you really want to get in this business, guys, sometimes the best thing to do is just go and work for somebody else.